We use TransferMate as a fees payment system for our international students. We looked at the specs of the system and we felt that it would certainly help us here in the international office, but primarily our colleagues in the fees office. It's a very streamlined way of paying fees. For us, it's a very transparent way. We can see that literally on a daily basis, our colleagues in the fees office, and indeed we as well, can see the tuition fees coming into the UCC fees account. So it has made a huge difference in terms of the administrative burden associated with collecting fees from international students. And another big plus for us has been the refund system, which allows students to almost be refunded within 24 hours. The amount of checking required, now everything goes through the TransferMate system. It really does mean that staff can use the time that they would have been using to do all this checking. They can use it for other tasks. In terms of the record of payment, it's all there at our fingertips. So if you have any queries or questions about when a payment came in, how much that payment was, because sometimes students will make more than one payment. We'll see that on the system. Using TransferMate has actually helped us in terms of the increased volume in relation to payments. It's very easy for them to make the payment, and it's very easy for us to see, as I say, the payments coming through. When parents invest in their children going abroad for education, it is a very, very significant amount of money. Not just in terms of the tuition, obviously, but also, accommodation, living costs. They are, putting a lot of money into their children's education, and for them to be able to see that this is, it's open, it's transparent, they know exactly where the money is going through TransferMate to University College Cork. So it gives them a sense of, of comfort that, the money is going to where it should be going. The other thing I would say about the system and working with TransferMate is that if any issues do arise, you can get on immediately to our specific customer relations manager and say, look, this query has come up, and they will be onto it straight away, and they will indeed engage with the student, parent, agent, or whoever to resolve the issue. So that again takes the burden off us. That's the other good thing about TransferMate, is that it's not a static system. They're actually going out looking at ways that they can improve the platform for everybody, not just the institutions, obviously, but also for the users, for the students, parents, etc. And by then, obviously, by improving the platform, it helps everybody. Overall, from our perspective, it just makes everybody's life a little easier. When I look at it in terms of my role as the manager of this area, it really means for me that my staff focus on other issues, that they're not having to spend an inordinate amount of time on dealing with queries or questions about things like receipts or refunds or whatever, that they can focus more on engaging directly with the students in relation to other issues. Yes, I would recommend it without hesitation. As I say, we were one of the first institutions to use the system. We all know about the lean principles about continuous improvement, and I think TransferMate really demonstrates that on a daily basis, because always looking at ways to make life easier and more straightforward for their customers, and we really do appreciate that.